that Angel Reese was just like Caitlin Clark, right? She was really bringing people into women's basketball. She was a big reason why the sport was growing.
Angel Reese just got a harsh wake-up call in the unrivaled league. And it's not looking good. The latest numbers are in, and let's just say she's not as vital as she thought. Fans anticipated a reaction, but no one expected this level of frustration. So what set her off? Why is she so upset? And what does this mean for the league's future? Brace yourself, because this story is taking an unexpected twist that no one saw coming.
We might have thought, maybe, that going into next year, some of the Me Tooism within the WNBA we wouldn't have to deal with. Oh my God, those ratings for that Indiana Fever game are so good. Well, what about Me Too? Oh my God, the WNBA, nobody's been watching in the last 25 years, but we're watching now because of that one player. Well, what about...
Unrivaled just held its first ever 1-versus-1 tournament, and viewership skyrocketed to record-breaking levels. But here's the twist. Angel Reese, the so-called biggest star in women's basketball, wasn't even involved. That's right. The one time she chooses not to show up, fans flood in like it's a Beyoncé concert. Talk about irony. If there were a Hall of Fame for unexpected moments, this one would have a statue right at the entrance. Looks like the game moves on, with or without her.
It's because of Me Too. Now, keep in mind, the lowest rated unrivaled game I believe I've seen this year, in fact, I think it might be the lowest too. For sure, the lowest one was an Angel Reese Rose BC game. All right, it didn't even break. I believe it was 74,000 viewers or something in that neighborhood. We're talking about a putrid rate.
Let's talk numbers because they don't lie. Unrivaled's first ever 1-versus-1 showdown was already making waves. But without Angel Reese, boom, it went nuclear. Record-breaking viewership, peak engagement, fans buzzing, everything she claims to bring. Yet she wasn't even there. Let's be real. Reese probably thought the event would flop without her. In her mind, she's the reason the WNBA even breathes. But turns out, fans showed up for real hoopers getting buckets, not someone missing layups and pouting about it. Reality check delivered, whether she likes it or not.
Fans, y'all told us that Angel Reese was a big reason why the ratings in the WNBA were where they were at, and it was mainly her. It wasn't really Caitlin Clark. My question is this: well, what's up in Unrivaled? Because every game that she's played in, she's had the lowest ratings. Every game she's played in has had the lowest.
Oh, but don't worry. I can already hear the excuses. It wasn't the right opportunity. I have bigger things to focus on. Nah, Angel, let's be real. You knew that stepping into that 1-versus-1 tournament meant getting exposed, and another hooper ready to put you on a highlight reel. The truth hurts, doesn't it?
And when you look at Caitlin Clark's game, who's very reminiscent of a Steph Curry, based on her range and shooting the three, plus everything else she does, and then you look at Angel Reese, stop it. Stop it. There's a dude on the internet who cracks me up on TikTok. He's put together a shitload of Angel Reese clips, and it'll say Angel Reese part 36. And it goes, Angel Reese going up for another layup. She misses. Bang!
Uh-oh! Angel Reese special edition layups. Let's get bang! Fun fact, she shot 17% in the paint outside of the restricted area this year. 17, bro? Are we serious? What?
1v1 is where real hoopers thrive, where skill speaks and hype fades. Imagine Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Plum, and Sabrina Ionescu going head-to-head, draining shots, breaking ankles, and putting on a show. That's the kind of basketball fans came to see. But Angel Reese? Let's be honest. She'd spend half the time complaining and the other half clanking shots off the rim. This proves what many already suspected. Reese isn't the must-see star she claims to be. Fans tuned in for elite competition, not someone mean-mugging after a routine layup like she just changed the world. And the best part? Even though she skipped the event, you know she was watching. Refreshing the numbers, they moved on. And it turns out the fans did too. Now that's a reality check.
There's one name that has the class on their back. There's Caitlin Clark, right? She's carrying Angel Reese and Cameron Brink like this. and then all the other rookies are just stacked on top of those two. That's how it is. I'm not even sure if carrying is the right analogy. It's Caitlin Clark, and she's dragging Angel Reese and Cameron Brink. Like, come on, girls, come on. I'm looking out for you guys. We're gonna get this together. Make sure we're gonna do this.
The truth is, fans don't want fake tough talk or forced drama. They want real competition. They want to see skilled players battling it out, not just barking for attention. Maybe she should sit out more events. Just saying. Fans came for the game, not the gimmicks, and the numbers don't lie.
And not exporting the game overseas.
Yeah, obviously I've never been overseas, and I don't ever plan on going overseas. And just talking to some of the other players, like they were like, I'd rather be here than be overseas. Like, this is a breath of fresh air, and like, who doesn't want to be on Rival? I think at a point it's going to be very hard to get in here. It's going to be hard to get in here, and luckily I was being able to be a part of the inaugural season and being able to get through everything. They've done a great job in year one already, but I mean, years down, it's going to be amazing.
Angel,
Oh, you love to see it. Unrivaled one-on-one. No teams, no excuses, just straight-up buckets. And guess what? Everyone's locked in, everyone's watching. Well, almost everyone, because someone sat this one out. Cough, Angel Reese. Cough. She had all that energy. I'm a star. I'm changing women's basketball. But now, the world is tuned in to watch Nafisa Collier cook. Reality check delivered.
Nafisa Collier, she won the inaugural 1v1 Unrivaled event, and she was speaking afterwards. She said, it just depends if the guys are willing to put their name on the line like that or not. Them dudes ain't doing it. They egos is way too big. You imagine 1v1, you getting cooked 12-0, and you lose? They ain't gonna do it.
Angel had her shot. She could have stepped up, proved she was that girl. But nope, she passed. Just like defenders pass on guarding her when she's wide open from three. Maybe she didn't want to get embarrassed. Maybe she knew a one-on-one setting would expose her weaknesses. Or maybe, just maybe, she didn't want that smoke. And now? The spotlight has shifted. Nafisa Collier is cooking, stealing the show and making people forget Angel even exists. She's getting the views, the headlines, the attention. Meanwhile, Angel is probably sitting in a group chat like, y'all still talking about me, right? Hate to break it to her, but the game has moved forward. Without her. And honestly, it's better for it.
Caitlin Clark, she isn't playing in this first season of the league, but she has said she's open to playing. What is it going to take to get a Caitlin Clark to play next season?
I think everything we're doing, for Caitlin, like, I feel like it's just been such a whirlwind, like coming from college and all that came with that to, being in her first WNBA rookie season. Like, it's just a lot to handle, and there's no break, especially for the rookies. They play for like 18 months straight or something crazy like that, just because going from both seasons. And so I know she really needed that little mental break from basketball for a little bit, but all we can do is show her what we have, and I think what we have here is really special, and of course we're always going to have a spot for her, and hopefully we can make it work in the future.
Oh, this has got to hurt. The same people who couldn't stop hyping up Angel Reese? Nowhere to be found, because the fans have spoken. And what are they watching? The 1-versus-1 tournament. What are they not watching? Angel Reese. Hilarious for the so-called face of the league, right? Angel had a chance. She could have made a statement. But instead, she let the moment slip away. And now, the moment belongs to Nafisa. The views belong to Nafisa. The headlines belong to Nafisa. And Angel? She's learning a hard lesson. This game moves fast. If you're not stepping up, someone else will. That's how you seize the moment. That's how you make the world watch. And right now, all eyes are on Nafisa, not Angel.
So Asia Wilson 1, Caitlin Clark 2, Breonna Stewart 3, Nafisa Collier 4, and Lissa Thomas at 5.
If there were a 1-versus-1 tournament featuring Caitlin Clark, you know the stadiums would be packed, tickets would sell out in seconds, and resale prices would be sky high, Beyoncé concert levels. That's just the Caitlin Clark effect. The second her name is attached to something, it turns into must-see basketball. Let's be real. People would pay just to watch her warm up. Imagine the hype before each matchup. Fans debating if anyone could keep up with her off-the-dribble pull-up or contest her unlimited range threes. And the way she plays with that killer confidence? It's like Steph Curry has a long-lost basketball daughter who inherited his deep ball gene and mixed it with a whole lot of, I'm about to embarrass you, energy. Meanwhile, while Caitlin is out here setting attendance records and redefining women's basketball, let's check in on Angel Reese. ESPN just dropped its latest rankings, and Caitlin Clark is sitting pretty at number 2nd, and Angel, way down at number 12. Hold up. 12? That's not just a slight drop, that's a free fall off a cliff with no parachute. While Caitlin keeps rising, Angel is learning that hype alone won't keep you at the top.
Video. I really do. Let's do Angel Reese first. Seriously. So ESPN is under fire for Angel Reese's ranking. Now, I really thought this was going to be her stance. Being big mad that she did not make the top 10 last night, we chuckled and I said, well, wait a minute now. I was told Angel Reese was like one of the absolute best players in this league. Where is she? She's MIA, missing in action from this WNBA.
Angel fans, blink twice if you need help. Y'all good? Because just a year ago, some folks were convinced she was about to be the face of women's basketball. But now? She's looking up at Caitlin Clark like a kid staring through a candy store window. So close, yet so far. And it's not just about scoring, though Caitlin dominates in that department. It's about impact. When Caitlin steps on the court, arenas are packed, resale ticket prices are insane, and the internet explodes with highlights. When Angel plays, the crowd shows up, but let's just say no one's breaking the bank to see it. The hype isn't the same. Caitlin has that generational star power, that I'll drop 40 on you and smile after energy. Angel, she's solid, but she's not making people rearrange their schedules just to watch her hoop. Now let's talk playstyle. Caitlin is an offensive assassin, pulling up from the logo like she's got a cheat code. She's got elite court vision, flashy passing, and the ability to take over a game at will. Defenders know what's coming and still can't stop it. It's like watching a horror movie where you already know the villain wins. Every single time.
To Saturday, we start getting there. Saturday coverage, 98,000 on True TV alone. On True TV alone, but they must not have counted TNT. It wasn't on TNT. It was on True TV only. Okay? It was on True TV only. So no TNT numbers, no HBO Max numbers. Lunar Owls on True TV, 118,000. Missed Rose on True TV, 76.
Angel, to her credit, thrives on hustle plays and putbacks. She's a rebounding machine, no doubt. But when it comes to shot creation, woo, the gap is massive. It's like comparing a Ferrari to a really nice minivan. One is built for speed and excitement, the other is solid but not exactly thrilling. And let's talk about Caitlin's trash talk. She's got that elite confidence, the kind where she'll tell you mid-game that you can't guard her, then drain another 3 in your face just to prove it. It's disrespectful in the best way possible. Angel. She'll flex after a bucket, but let's be real. We all know who's actually striking fear into defenders out here. So maybe these rankings shouldn't be shocking. Caitlin isn't just a player. She's a brand, a moment, a movement. She's bringing more eyes to women's basketball than anyone else right now. ESPN knows it. The fans know it. The ticket prices definitely know it. The only ones who might not want to admit it? Angel Reese and her fans, who are probably punching the air at that number. 12th ranking. But hey, numbers don't lie.
So, let's all get a laugh together here, because this is the list. And you see the list, right? Well, I don't see, correct me if I'm wrong, do you see Angel Reese on this list?
Unrivaled 3 versus 3 was supposed to be the next big thing. Fast-paced, high energy, all the stars in one place. But somehow it's flopping harder than a soccer player looking for a penalty. The ratings? Embarrassing. The viewership? Tragic. Some nights they can't even crack 150,000 viewers. That's wild. Local chess tournaments have pulled better numbers. And then there's Angel Reese and her team, the Rose. The way they hyped this up, you'd think they were about to take over the basketball world. Nope, not even close. They've managed to pull some of the worst ratings in the entire tournament. Honestly, you might find more people watching a WNBA bench cam live stream. But Angel? She's convinced she's changing the game. She keeps telling everyone fans are tuning in for, her. Loads of them. But where? The streams? The stands? Maybe in an alternate universe where unrivaled 3 versus 3 is actually a cultural phenomenon. Because in reality, it's looking real quiet. 150,000 viewers? That's not star power. That's not changing the game. That's a wake-up call.
You guys don't remember? Angel Reese said she was also the draw. Did you guys forget about that? The hottest woman basketball player on the planet isn't involved in the Unrivaled, and weeks in, ratings are down under 100,000 viewers. So where's the lie? What am I?
At some point, reality has to set in. Right now, the only thing Unrivaled 3v3 is changing is the channel, as viewers scramble to find something better to watch. But hey, Angel Reese insists fans are tuning in for Taurus her. Sure thing. Let's check back when the next game pulls fewer viewers than a 2 a.m. infomercial. And here's the real test. Compare the numbers when Angel is on the court versus when she's not. The difference will be clear. Some players drag viewership down, while others elevated every time they step on the floor.
I think so many people are watching women's basketball right now. It all started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And understanding, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, just because of one single game.
Shout out to everyone who competed in the 1 versus 1 Unrivaled tournament, and major props to Napisa for taking the crown. Y'all gave Unrivaled the spark it needed. But let's be real. If Angel had played, where would she have finished? Would she have even made it past round 1? Now, if Caitlin had stepped on that court, there wouldn't have even been a contest. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.